rainfall information. Days of rain and inches of rain. Two different things, but both obviously related to how much precipitation do you get. And so comparing each location, some places get rain often, but not that much. Some places get a lot of rain, but not that often, and somewhere in between. And different people like different amounts of that, or are comfortable with different amounts of that. So let's collect both of these. The days of precipitation you've already seen mentioned in another video. If you click on your Google link, okay, your Google link takes you to that NOAA information for Rome first, and then you type in the different cities. You should be very comfortable with that, I believe. It pops up like this, and I've already mentioned you just pulled the days of rain off of here. So 8, 8, 8, 9, and 12. You'll just copy that over to your lab over here. Pretty straightforward. So, oops, this is just, it's just telling you how many days per month is it raining. But how much, it doesn't really say. So to get inches of precipitation, we're going to go to this WeatherSpark link. So when you click on the WeatherSpark link, it'll take you to Rome's first. And as you go through your different cities and towns, you'll just click up here and type in, whatever city and town you're looking for. You might have to find a nearby city that's a little bit bigger if you picked a small town somewhere, or kind of an obscure town around the world. But you can get all of this information here. Now there's a ton of information, and we're going to use different parts of this throughout this investigation, but you'll see that there's temperature graphs similar to the ones that you'll be making. We've used these a couple times in CERs for different locations, okay? And it's showing different things about how comfortable the temperature makes it. Cloud cover, which we haven't included. This might be something that we want to include. How much cloud coverage does a place usually have? I would think that that's probably important to most people. Precipitation is going to be a big one. So the daily chance of precipitation and the actual precipitation. So you can see that those graphs kind of look similar. And here's what's being shown in this. So in January, Rome on average gets about 1.1 inches of rain. But you'll also notice this other little dotted line right here. And if we look at this dotted line, that shows the average snowfall equivalent of rain. So we get enough snow that would melt down to make almost another inch in January for Rome. So on average, Rome's going to get 1.1 inches of rain in January and another inch equivalent of snow in January. So Rome is going to get about, and we're approximating here, this dotted line is just under the 1, so that's just under an inch worth of snowfall, rain. It's more than an inch of snow. And then 1.1 inches of rain, that's about 2 inches in January. So we come to the lab and we'll put 2. And remember, we're estimating off of this graph, but this is going to give us good data. In February, we get a little bit more. It looks like, if we're reading off of this graph, it looks like it's less than 1.5 inches for February. We're just going to base it off of the line. It's easiest to look where it crosses the line, okay? So February gets almost 1.5 inches of rain, and then the snowfall equivalent is less than an inch. I would say maybe 0.8. See how we look over here? So if it looks like about 1.5 and 0.8, we're looking around 2.3 inches of rain. You just add the two up. So this is a little trickier, and every place that you have won't have a snowfall equivalent, so you won't have to do this for all places. For Rome, it looks like in March we get starting to get more rain, close to about 2.5 inches of rain, with still a little bit of snow, maybe another 0.3. So if I'm adding these two up, it looks like 2.5 plus 0.3. I'm going to say we get about 2.8 inches of rain in March. Okay, and I keep going through each month. April, there's almost no average snowfall in April, which is a good thing. And it looks like it's exactly 3 inches of rain for April. So just keep adding those up for each location. And you'll get the inches of rain, which is going to be different than the days of precipitation, but we can use both of that information. And then once you're done with that, you can change your city or town. So like I picked Ogunquit, Maine, which is a small town in Maine, and I'll come down once I type it in and I can get that same information from here. So it looks like a really similar average graph to Rome, which is not surprising because same latitude. You can see that the snow tapers out about the same. And you pick different places. Maybe you pick somewhere like Miami. So we go to Miami, you're not going to have to worry about snowfall in Miami with the average rainfall, but it has a different rain pattern, which is kind of interesting here. So we're going to explore why do the different rain patterns happen. And it's also, even if you decide not to move to one of these places, just knowing which months does it rain more often or not, it's a pretty good, planning tool for taking a vacation so you don't get rained on.